First of all, how's Adam Taggart? How's his fitness? Is he likely to play a part off the bench or starting on Saturday night?
Look, Tags is he was tracking really well. He's had a little minor setback this week, just some tightness in his quad, so he's probably going to be 1 or 2 weeks away, I'd say, from being able to play some minutes. But he's still progressing well.
How have the rest of the squad pulled up after Tuesday?
Yeah, sore. There's a lot of tired bodies. Obviously, it's going to be our 4th game in 12 or 13 days, so it's not an easy period for the boys. But as usual, their professionalism and the standards of our recovery protocols have been very high. So, hopefully we can get as many guys on deck tomorrow at training, and then we can pick from there.
How have Ryan Williams and Mike Beavers pulled up, and a bit of an update on Salim Khalifi as well? Yeah,
look, we're going to have to look at all 3. I'd say all 3 are in doubt, which is disappointing. But we've still got another day. We've still got this afternoon a lot of work being done behind the scenes here, and then we've got a training session tomorrow morning. So a few of those guys will have to pass fitness tests. If not tomorrow, then maybe game day to see if they're available. But we'll focus on the ones that we do have. I'm always very positive about that. If someone's not playing, there's an opportunity there for someone else who, may be desperate for minutes. So as long as that desperation shows in their performance and they lay everything on the line, then we should be fine.
What have you seen from Sydney so far this year? They've obviously maybe not achieving as high as they have in previous. Have you kind of watched many of their games? What have you kind of taken away from them? Are you a bit wary of it? With their backs against the wall, they'll come out swinging on Saturday. Yeah,
very wary of them. They're a massive club. I know Steve Corica well, and I know that club well. They're a club that wins trophies. I remember me and Stevie winning the first championship together, and they expect to win. So I think they're a team that's been hot and cold, and when they're hot, they're good. I think they've won away down at Melbourne City, which is no easy feat. They're a strong team. They've had a couple of big performances where they've put a lot of goals on teams. And then they've also had some other games where they've been vulnerable. So we'll look to expose them as much as we can in those areas of potential weakness. But we have to defend well as a collective. And they have some, they've got $1 million front line, and we have to make sure that we're on our toes.
We just had Luke Bodnar come through and do a bit of press. He's obviously started the last 2 games. What have you seen from him that you've liked the last 2 games? What's he doing well specifically to keep earning a starting berth?
Look, I think he's been okay. I'd say he's been okay. I've got a high opinion of Luke. He's someone that I've coached, way back when he was 13 or 14, and I was involved with the youth team as an assistant at John Gibson. So I've known Lukey a long time. He's got a hell of a lot of potential. He's got a big heart, and he puts his body on the line. So he's had some difficult times with injury, but what I like at the moment is he's just starting to reap the rewards of a long stint of hard work, to get himself fit. And I think his performances have been okay. I still think there's more improvement to come from him, and obviously he's got to work really hard to recover well and be able to go again if possible. So I'm happy with him, but as always, I'm still pushing him very hard to be better.
You went from 12th to 9th with a win on Tuesday. You're now 2 points off 6th. It's a pretty even league at the moment. Do you think that kind of even kill nature will continue throughout the season?
It's a hard one to say. I think some teams may strengthen in this window. Obviously fortunes change, and so does confidence. It's always on a bit of a balance board for a lot of teams, and so I think momentum's important. I think you need to try and gain as much confidence and momentum as you can, and then try and ride that wave of momentum, and that's what we're going to certainly try and do. Difficult circumstances for us at the moment, obviously with the quick turnarounds, but the boys are embracing the challenge.
Ruben, do you take any solace from the fact that Sydney are a bit downtrodden with their situation? They obviously started the season really poorly. So is there anything that you can take from that?
To be honest, I've been focusing mostly in-house. My attention's on us and like I keep saying, an improvement performance mindset where, we focus on, not just the short term but also the long term and what that picture looks like. And I think it's really important that, we remain clear on that and focus on that. And it's put us in good stead at the moment because we've definitely improved and we're definitely growing as a group. So I've not really focused too much on the fortunes of other teams. I'm just focusing very heavily on us.
Do you prioritise the fact that Macedonia Park has been a bit of a fortress results-wise?
We'd like it to be. We'd like all our home games, Masso Park or HBF, wherever it is in Perth. Perth are notoriously good at home and have been for a long time, and a lot of that comes down to our fans and our members. Our fans and our members are very, very loyal, and they're great fans and they're passionate, so they give us like the feeling of an extra man, and I know that the players really, really appreciate that. So look, we want to continue on with our home form being strong and making it a place that's difficult for other teams to come and play.
Rubes, as much as it provides challenges for the coaching staff, do you get the feeling that the players are quite enjoying less training and more games?
Maybe they just enjoy less of my voice. There's probably something to be said for that. Games are obviously, the positive side of football for players. Training's one thing, but football games are everything. And, a lot of that rides on results as well. If you get results, then obviously it's an enjoyable place to be around. If you're not getting results, then it can be the opposite, where you don't have enough time to work on some of the issues. So, look, I try and, take the result out of it and stay very true to the process of getting better and areas to improve. And, I think the players are enjoying the fact that they're reaping some sort of rewards for all their hard work in which they've worked really hard for a long period and had to endure, like I said, a lot of difficult times. And so I think they're enjoying their rewards at the moment, and I'm trying to keep their feet firmly on the ground and make sure they know that, they're only a couple of small steps in the right direction and that most of the hard work is still ahead of us.